Hello everybody, and welcome back to Urlog Plays Tetris, the Grandmaster 2, Master Mode. So, I was delinquent yesterday. I did not record a video. So that requires some explanation, I think. Maybe some of you don't care, but maybe some of you do care. So, the reason that I did not record yesterday was because I was hoping to record Urlog Plays Tetris in a different program. So right now I am using Null, which is a pretty okay Tetris simulator written in Java that allows you to customize it quite a bit with different rule sets. So it could simulate Tetris the Grandmaster 2, it could simulate Tetris the Grandmaster 3, Terror Instinct, it could simulate different modes from the different Tetris games, all the way back to, I think, NES Tetris and Sega Tetris, so it's pretty nice. But one of the problems with Null is that it's a little bit slow because it's written in Java. So it's kind of nice because it means it can run anywhere, but it's a problem in terms of getting stable controls and a stable frame rate. Because the way Null is written, it's written on a frame level, so if you drop frames, then it's not processing input on those dropped frames, and you lose control. So that's a problem for me because I'm on a Mac where it seems like the performance is a little bit worse than on the Windows version of Java, so I would like to get a better Tetris simulator. So the Tetris simulator I was trying to set up was Texmaster, which also has a really old Mac version, but it has an issue where natively it runs in 320 by 240. And then you can set a scaling option in the options to get, whatever resolution that you want, as long as it's below 1000. So I could set it to 960 by 540 or something like that, or the 4:3 equivalent of that. But on the Mac version, the problem that happens is that when you do that, all the graphics are tinted yellow, which is not so much fun to look at. So, I spent about 3 hours last night trying to fix that. But I couldn't do it. What I will probably end up doing in the short term is borrow the sounds from Texmaster. Because as you're hearing, and as you've heard the last few videos, or since the beginning, the sounds in Null are kind of annoying. So if I could get better sounds from, say, Texmaster or something, I think it would be a lot more pleasant to watch these videos. So I'm going to try to do that, which shouldn't be too hard. Just got to take the files out of Texmaster and copy them to Null. So my first game, 212, not on the high score list, but, just ordinary warm-up. So from here, let's start, really trying. And I did practice a bunch over the weekend. So even though I was delinquent, I assure you, I was practicing playing Tetris. And I read a lot more about the rotation system and how to stack, specifically in the Tetris the Grandmaster series. So I should do a little bit better in late game as the game gets faster. Hopefully. Okay. So stacking, all right. Grabbing combos where we can, grabbing Tetrises. One of the things that I'm going to try to do more is when I get the L or the J pieces, is to use those to clear down the stack a little bit. So instead of trying to be greedy and go for Tetrises exclusively, I'm going to try to do things that allow me to clear down the stack more to keep my stack lower. And at the beginning of the game, that will maybe lead to less points, but it's more stable play for the long term. So I created a hole there, but I should be able to clear it back down. Okay. There we go. That set up my valley on the left side there for my long piece. Oh, wow. I did not want to put that long piece there. I wanted to turn it. There we go. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Trying to more aggressively clear down to prevent the stack from getting out of control. Myself a Tetris. Good, good. I didn't leave myself with a place to put that piece. I need to be looking at the next piece more. And planning what I'm going to do with it. Alright, 200. My stack is pretty low. There's some garbage there, but I might be able to clear it. So I'm going to create that hole over there, but I'm going to drop the stack 2 lines by doing that. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my play so far this game. Not happy with that. It's getting faster now, so we're getting into that survival mode that I said that I studied up on, so. Okay. Alright. Alright, clearing down a little bit. Ooh. So the thing that I read up on specifically was how to maintain your stack as the game gets faster and it starts removing possible movement options from you. Because you can't do the same things at all levels. So I'm going to die here for sure, but I should be able to last a little bit longer. Okay, 351 out of 400. So got on the high score list, 3rd place on the high score list. That's pretty good. Let me take a drink of my beverage here and we'll get going on the next game. Alright, so maybe 2 or 3 more games left, and then that'll be it for today. But always nice to be on the high score list, so that's good. Okay. Left myself in a bad position with regard to that hole there in the middle. Tetris. So the thing that I read about later game stacking is that you need to create a kind of pyramid shape so that your piece can flow down the stack to the hole that you want it to go into. So you have to kind of plan for the future to be able to put things in the place that you want them so they don't get stuck. Okay. Not liking this, but maybe I can save myself. All right. Safe. Okay. I'm really happy I was able to fill that hole so elegantly. Clear it down. Ooh, don't like that. Maybe we can keep it clean. There we go. Alright. Clear that down. Grab that. We already have our valley on the left side. Try to start building for a Tetris again. Grab Tetris. Okay, 200. So this is where things get more important. So if I can avoid any control mistakes, that would be really good. But some of the control mistakes are not my fault, which is why I'm trying to switch to Texmaster, because when I was playing Texmaster, it felt a lot more smooth. It felt so much better in the controls. That that's why I spent so long trying to get it to work, was because just practicing with it felt really good. Like, Null Pomino feels a little bit sluggish. Like that long piece there. I really feel like in Texmaster, I would have been able to transition that piece to the vertical state. And instead of messing that up like I did. Okay, I finished, yeah. 283, so not a high score there. We'll go to our next game. Okay. So I was supposed to have evening classes tonight, but they got canceled. Which is good for me. Because it means I can spend some time playing Tetris with you. Earlier in the evening, when I'm less tired. There. Yay, I looked at the next piece. I did something strategic. Yeah. I like rotating those T's into tight places. This is looking kind of dangerous. I really need to be more aggressive about not clearing things in quite as pretty a fashion. Because even if it's not pretty, if it makes the stack lower, then that's going to make control easier, make other brick placement easier, so... Oh, no, that's bad. That's real bad. So now we've transitioned into more of a survival mode now. Where we just try to clear as many lines as we can. Okay. We've exited survival mode and we're back to ordinary piece stacking mode. Okay, I like that. That's really good. Clear it down. Take the opportunity to clear down there. Again, take the opportunity to keep the stacks small. See, this is where a control mistake is probably going to get me, because this is what usually happens at this level for me. Is I get a control snafu that then spirals into losing the game. If I can avoid any kind of control mistake like that, then I can do really well. It's just really hard to avoid those kinds of control mistakes. And I'm not even sure that they're even my control mistakes because of the way that this game controls. Like right there, I was tapping the button to rotate that long piece, and it just didn't rotate. It's like the control at these speeds just goes right to shit. I can try to mitigate some of it, but... Nope. 339. So on the high score list, 7th. So we'll do one more game. This will be the last one. Hopefully I can do a bit better. I really want to break 400. Not just get on the high score list. These control mistakes when it gets to about 240 are super annoying. Clear that. Okay. So with the mistakes that I made there, my stack should look a lot worse, but I think I was able to kind of head it off at the pass a little bit. Hopefully you can see evidence of me playing better because of the practice. That move there is something I probably wouldn't have been able to do a week ago. Is use some foresight to clear down the stack intelligently and deal with holes more without freaking out, without letting it tilt me. So we're in survival mode a little bit, but we're almost at 200, so be able to get there and then see what's going on. Okay. There we go. That down. Alright. Stack is fixed. In the past, I probably wouldn't have done that either. Go. Oh, the piece hadn't locked yet, and I started to hold the button to try to start the move repeat for the next piece, but it hadn't. But it ended up moving the piece that was already on screen. Is this gonna be it? This could be it. Nope. 299 out of 300. So that's going to be my last game for tonight. So 2 scores on the high score list. And I talked to you a little bit about moving to Texmaster and changing those sound effects. So next game, hopefully I will have that finished and I can show you that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Tetrising to you. Remember, if you'd like to play, you can Google search Noel Pomino or Google search Texmaster and get yourself a version of these games that you can play. I'm glad that you're watching me. And with that, I will say goodbye.